This little message thing.
All right. So we back in part 2 of this week's pod, and we're talking about the UFC. Of course, we had UFC Freedom 250. We back in the Trail Count podcast. Welcome in. In case you wasn't part of part 1, welcome back into the Trail Count. Of course, it's your boy Big Ticket Trail, broadcasting live from LA. And then, of course, I got my man Derek at ATL. And, of course, I got my man JB out there in AZ. You know what I mean? He out there multitasking, doing the thing.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, hey, look, UFC Freedom 250. We had it. Hey man, we had this thing. They put this thing on the White House lawn, bro. Right. And I watched the whole fight, and the setup was crazy because basically on the setup was like this, right? So I don't know if y'all watched the fight, but I watched the fight, right? And of course, now I'm not getting into all of this
political nonsense.
Right, because we had some people that was like, "Oh, I can't believe they put they did this to the White House, and we got whatever. We ain't doing all that. I don't get in politics, right? And so, but anyways, but this setup, I thought it was cool. I thought it was crazy, like right. So
it was.
The thing was because I didn't really know what to expect. We knew it was going to be on the White House lawn. We knew that. But I thought, I ain't gonna lie, I thought they was gonna do like some type of custom entrance for the fighters on the lawn. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize these fools was really gonna walk through the White House. That's what kept tripping me out, bro. Because basically when dude was coming out, every fighter, they started in the Oval Office.
Right.
So they go. Man, you gotta get back.
Check it out. Yeah,
you gotta get on the Paramount app. The replay on the watch the replay. They was walking through. So basically, they come through the Oval Office and they get escorted by military guys. Everybody that was walking out with them was like a Medal of Honor recipient or like some type of high profile military person that came out with them. Like you know what I'm saying? They got to walk out. So that was cool for them too, because they got to walk out with the fighters through the Oval Office. You know what I'm saying? So they come out, in their uniform or whatever like that. Right? Man, listen. These fools came through the Oval Office, opened the White House doors, and come straight down. And they had like a UFC ramp that led all the way from the front door to the octagon, bro. It was crazy, bro. You gotta watch that shit, bro. You gotta watch.
So basically, it's kind of like what the fight camp was, that little fight island that they did during COVID, is what you're trying to say?
Maybe something like that, but it was on the freaking on the White House lawn, bro.
Well, we could never get a basketball game at the White House.
In the whole White House. You could see the White House in the backdrop. Like it was right when I say it was right there. Like it was right in front of it. It was right at the front door, dog.
I thought y'all did. Like I said, Pat McAfee talked about it on his show, and they showed some of the overhead shots they got with the fighter jets and everything. So they made it as important as the Super Bowl.
Bro, it was lit. It was lit, and then each fighter had kind of like their own kind of thing in different parts. So like one dude, I forgot who it was. He had walked. I forgot who it was, but one of them, they had a shot of him when he was walking through the hallway, and he was walking past all the presidents, the pictures on the wall, all the presidents. Yeah. And then one dude, and then I think it was Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje was looking up at the. He was reading the Independence. Yeah. He was reading he had his gear on, had the flag wrapped around him, and then he was looking up and reading the junk on the wall. He finished reading it and turned around and started walking to the ring. I was like, bro, this is behind. You can't tell me that
he won his fight. I heard he won his fight.
Oh yeah, he had to win. When he did all that, I said, nah, you done did all that, you gotta win now.
He made somebody retired Saturday night, right?
There's no way you go out there and do all that and get knocked out. Come on, dog. Now you know what I'm saying? So now
he made his opponent retire, right?
Yeah, no, he won though. He won. But now when the main event though, what made me so the only thing about the main event is this, I think it was the main event, but the doctor, they had this doctor that almost ruined the whole damn fight. Did you see that?
Yeah.
The doctor stopped was about to ruin the fight. Oh no!
They stopped it because Buddy was like, he was messed up, and the doctor was doing his little test or whatever, and he was trying to say, "Oh no, he can't continue." But bro, you ain't about to, bro. You about to stop. You about to stop the main event at the White House? Nah, man, sit your ass down. And then the dude was, bro. And dude was telling him, dude was like, "Hey, I can see, I'm good. I can see, come on, I'm good."
Right.
And he was like, nah. And then the referee jumped in and said something to the doctor. And that's when he backed off and was like, all right, then he let it go. But man, and then even the commentary was saying the doctor that he was inexperienced.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why they brought
the first I've ever heard of any combat sport saying that.
Bro, but why is you even on this show for something this big, bro? No.
Okay.
No.
You said the doctor was told he was inexperienced?
I mean, that's what they were saying. The commentators were saying something like that. But man, he shouldn't have been
I've never heard a doctor being called out like that. Wow.
Because I'm like, what you doing, bro? Like, you don't do, bro. This is the main event. My man's just standing up. He's saying he good. Man, let that man fight. You know what I'm saying?
I know they had a lot of red tape through the Washington State Athletic Commission to get this pulled off.
Man, listen, we ain't gonna never see this again.
Nope.
I know they had to do a lot of red tape from the Athletic Commission to pull this off. I know this wasn't just.
Oh yeah. But we ain't gonna never see this again because I don't think so. Because you have so many people who are against it anyway. And then Donald Trump gonna be Donald Trump. He gonna do what he wants, but he ain't gonna be there forever. Like so now, unless he does one more like before he gets out, you know what I mean? But like once he gone and a new president comes,
that's it.
We ain't gonna see that again. We ain't gonna see that.
Well, put it like this: now that you've seen UFC pull up for the White House for an event. I would say do something like that, and baseball might try that, basketball might try that one time, at least once, depending on who the president is.
I mean, maybe, but then I don't know. It would take a lot again. And Donald Trump, you gotta think about it, right? And not to say that he's the only one out there that has connections, but it's like it's Donald Trump, and people people may or may not like him. But one thing about it is Donald Trump, and he's been in the media and just with it. I mean, this dude been around like forever,
years.
Since like the 80s, bro. You feel me? So you're talking about somebody that's well connected and established to where he got his hands in all type of communities that nobody else really do. So it would take somebody else like that to bring in something like this again. You see what I'm saying? This kind of influence. And somebody that's respected. As far as respected by whoever it's like you said, if I'm trying to bring the NBA, I gotta have that kind of relationship and respect from the NBA.
And you know who I'm saying who loves who more than Barack Obama?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You said who?
Because he was a hooper.
Yeah, but Barack Obama not getting back in office.
I know. I'm just saying, we thought we were going to get that, an NBA game in the White House when Obama was there.
Mm-hmm.
He was following everybody, and everybody was like, dang.
I ain't got no beef with Obama, but he ain't got that. He ain't got that like that. No. That wasn't going to, it just wasn't going to, I think at the time, you also got to look at the time that he was in there.
Right.
It was a different time.
Right.
We wasn't even having a conversation about UFC for
I
sure.
don't think they
And
was ready for that.
wasn't having no conversation about no NBA at the White that. You know what I'm saying? Because back then it was like if you was at the White House, like you had to accomplish some shit. Like you talking about like now you won a championship, you get invited to the White House.
Yeah.
But you ain't about to be, you know what I mean? Nah, you know what I'm saying? But now, and that's what I'm saying. This was special, especially for the fighters. Because imagine years from now, you know, you old and gray and, you know, talking to your grandkids like, hey, yeah, I did that shit.
Yeah, I walked through the White House.
I walked through the White House. I fought on the White House lawn. Who gonna be able to say that, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not many.
Even if you went to this shit, dog, who gonna be able to say? Now you already know Big Ticket Trail looked into it. Come on now.
Yeah, I think it was like 900. I think it was like 90,000 people.
Yeah, even my money ain't that long. No, sir.
I think it was like 90,000 people, bro.
Huh?
Roman Reigns was there.
The attendance announced like 90,000.
Roman Reigns and Triple H was sitting right beside each other. Shout out
with
to them.
Linda McMahon. Yeah.
They was out there. But nah, them ticket prices, nah, even hey, listen, even my money has said, no, we ain't gonna do that.
You had a limit. Big Ticket had a limit, you know.
Not right. But now if it was something like, you know, I would have been like, oh no, I'm not gonna make that trip. I'm gonna make that trip, now I'm saying, because just to be able to say you was there. And I don't care where you was sitting at. Motherfucker, I was on the White House lawn watching the UFC. Come on, bro. And this ain't gonna never happen again.
Nope.
It's gonna never happen again.
Yeah, once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime. So just to be able to do that, to fight on it, be a part of it. Then you had some of the soldiers, like I think it was like Marines that was like singing, like they was doing like the band. They was playing a lot of they was playing the instruments and the instruments for the fighters. Like Sean O'Malley had one of the Marines sing his entrance. Like that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even for them, the experience, like a lot of the soldiers that were involved in the walkouts and, you know, even setting up or that was there, like in the front, you know what I mean? That was cool, you know. But yeah, it was some military folks there in uniform sitting ringside. I was mad, like, damn, man, that should be me. Hey, I was on that Dolph Ziggler shit. It should have been me.
Man.
Hey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm on that Dolph Ziggler shit, but should have been me. Should have been me. But yeah, man. So yeah, UFC Freedom 250 was definitely once in a lifetime, a crazy experience. Even watching at home, I felt I was watching like WrestleMania or some shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Just the visual of it was.
That's what I'm saying.
Dope.
They treated it like the Super Bowl. You treated it like a WrestleMania. You never see a flyover for a UFC event ever. And I don't even think prior to this they've ever done something like tribute to the troops like WWE has done.
Nah.
So this was historic in its own right.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm cool with them doing another, military themed event next year or something. How about you tribute me some damn tickets? How about that, goddammit?
Well, you made your pitch to President Trump, so if he decides to pull it again, go for it, big boy.
I mean, not even at the White House. It ain't got to be at the White House, but I'm saying like they can do like it can be in Vegas. They can do like a military theme, like in Vegas, where they have, you know what I mean, like shit, something like that. Like you said, how they used to have tribute to the troops for WWE, same thing.
Well, they still do it. If I'm not mistaken, they still do it.
That's what I'm saying. They can still do it. That's what I'm saying. It ain't got to be at the White House, but I'm saying it can be, But I think he might try to do something else. We'll see. But who knows with him, man? But that was crazy, man. It was. As I said, I didn't know that they was gonna have them boys. The boy was in the Oval Office, boy. They were tripping me out. Like, yo, ain't no way my man's in the Oval Office with flip flops on too. Cause some of them wear the flip flops they wear the flip flops. You know what I'm saying? Out to the ring. That boy in the Oval Office with flip flops on, boy.
Right.
So yeah, man, that must have been a cool feeling, bro. That must have been a cool. Imagine just being there. I'd be like, dang, bro.
Yeah, despite what you politically believe and to be a part of that,
yeah.
You put your political pride to the side to be on that show.
Right. Because ain't no fighter gonna be like, oh no, I ain't doing that. And imagine what they got paid to be on that thing too.
Dana said we gonna break up the truck, and whatever y'all want, y'all got it. I bet he said it.
Brinks truck rolled up. The Brinks truck definitely rolled up. So yeah,
some of y'all can retire. Look, I bet he said some of y'all can retire tonight. Yeah. What do you want?
That's what I'm saying. Do what you got to do. Don't matter about your political beliefs. You're here to do a job. Come in here. Hey, put a smile on, walk out, fight your fight, do what you always do. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Safe. The whole bit.
I mean, do what you always do. Just like any other venue, you come out here, you fight. You know what I'm saying? You come out here, you fight. And I mean, that's it for me, even if I was somebody that was like, whatever, I'm not a fan of Trump or I'm not a fan of this whole idea. Hey, you cutting that check. I'm coming out. Okay. I'm doing what I always do. I'm doing what I always do. I'm here to entertain. I'm here to fight. I'm here to win. Hopefully win. I'm here to win. Try to win. Right. I'm gonna come in here and get it done. And that's it. That's it. And honestly, that's how I treat the military. Right. People all the time will be like, oh, well, you in the military. How do you feel about this? How you feel about that? I don't. I guess what? The only feelings I have are on the 1st and the 15th of the month when that direct deposit hit my account. Okay, that's the feelings I have. I don't get involved in that. Right. This is you do your job and go home. Right. For me, is that simple. You do your job, go home, get paid. That's your 3 steps. Follow the goddamn 3 steps. Even look, this summer will be 20 years for me, right? And I'm not slow. I'm not getting out anytime soon, right? And all some of these kids, I joined in 2006, man. Some of these kids were like babies now. Right. Some of these kids are like babies now when I joined, right? Now some of them work for me, not work for me, but I'm in charge of a lot of them, which is crazy, right? Like, but all the time, like, man, Sarge, how do you last so long? Like, what advice do you have for me to be able to do what you've done? How do you last this long? And I say, I'll tell you what you do is you come in here and you do your job, you go home and you get fucking paid. There's nothing in between that. You see how I got 3 fingers. I don't got up 4. I don't got up 5 or 6. No, mother. I got 3. Don't try to squeeze nothing in between here. No, you see, look, do it again for y'all. Cause I know I move fast, right? What I say, do your job, go home, and get paid. You see, I ain't do like this and try to add something. No, you see, that's it. And that's my advice with any career field, right? Do not try to involve your personal whatever. That's gonna screw you up every time because now you have compromised yourself. You conflicted. Now you distracted. Now you worrying about the wrong things. Now your eye is off the ball, which is survival. Okay, I'm telling you right now, like the economy is not doing well, right? So right now, the name of the game is to put yourself at the top of the food chain, right? And that's what I've done for myself by not worrying about everything else. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, whatever. Right? This is the wrong business to be in if you are going to have all of these opinions. Now, nobody's telling you that you can't have opinions and have views. Right. That's why we do what we do. So you can have the right to speak and say, well, do what you want to do. Right. And I'm glad that I love that you guys have that right. But I speak for me and the seat that I'm in and the career that I'm in is that this is the wrong business to be up in your feelings. There's always going to be a conflict. There's always going to be something. And every 5 minutes you over here, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Like, no, it's not going to work for you. You're not going to last.
Well, you can't always educate yourself and still rock the fence a little bit. So you don't have to say that I don't know about how I feel about this. So,
No, I don't have, anybody ask me, I don't have an opinion. Even when I go to other countries, they be like, Oh, how do you feel about your president? I don't feel about nothing.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, I feel good about getting paid. That's what I feel good about. You know what? Let me check a bank account. You know what? I feel great.
Okay, yeah. As long as the money's there, who cares what you feel? Is basically what it boils down to.
But that's me though. Everybody's not like me. I have a personality that's like that. I get it. Some people are more like whatever, and guess what? And that's fine. But my thing is that this is not the business for you to be in. There, you're in the wrong business. You need to get out the military, and you need to go. I don't know, man. Like I don't know where you're gonna work at. Like, go work for somebody, but ain't gonna work over here. Maybe go work at
hey, y'all, it should help. Yeah.
Go work at
people are losing their livelihood because of their political standing.
You said what?
A lot of people are losing their livelihood because of how their stances are politically. You say the wrong thing, that's your career, no matter what it is.
Right. But you see what I'm saying? But you put yourself in that boat, and everybody can say, "Oh, how can you say that?" But guess what? Oh, that's not fair. Guess what? Life is not fair. And see, I am thankful that really it's about how you was raised, right? So the thing is, like my father, 30 years military, like I was like pretty much groomed to go into this. Like I grew up that way. So I was taught that, like, hey, look, this, like, see, the thing is, a lot of adults, you can tell what grown-ass adults have been sheltered their whole life. They have been sheltered and fed a bunch of bullshit, and protected from the outside world. And the thing is, they don't know how to operate in the real world. That's not how this shit goes. Yeah, this shit sucks. Like, it's a food chain. It is a food chain. It is a very aggressive food chain. And if you do not know how to get on top, you are going to fail. Just like in the jungle, like you got the lions and the birds and the bees. And guess what? If you either the predator motherfucker or you the prey. And a lot of these motherfuckers, unfortunately for them, because they were raised in a sheltered environment, you are the motherfucking prey. Right. You know what I mean? And you don't know how to operate. You don't know how to get on top because you were never taught that. You were taught that, no, like life is not fair. Shit ain't fair. I didn't make the rules. I'm just telling you how the shit go. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're living in, right? That's not my fault. That's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? All three of us on this pod, we're going to be dead and gone 100 years from now. And guess what? It's going to be the same motherfucking rules. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? I'm here to make sure that I got my ass on top of that motherfucker. How about that? All right. You know what I'm saying? Because I was taught that. And yes, you have to be an aggressive person. You have to be a confident person. And sometimes, yes, you have to be selfish. Like literally, like my father to my face, he told me, if it comes down to your success and it comes down even to a sacrifice where it's like, fuck my dad, guess what? Fuck me. And he told me that. Like ruthless. You must be ruthless. What did Vince say? Ruthless aggression. You know what I'm saying? And I know listeners like that shit sounds harsh, right? But guess what? That is how we was raised. And guess what? We are some of the most successful people because of that. And even my dad said that. Yeah. He said people would, judge me and say, oh, why are you telling your kids that? Or that's a little bit aggressive or whatever. But guess what? We needed to hear that shit at a young age because that put that shit in our head. So that way, as adults, nobody out here can come get at us or try to manipulate or try to do whatever because we are some of the toughest motherfuckers out here. You see what I'm saying? And my dad loves me to death, loves all of us to death, but he never tried to cover something up or sugarcoat shit or try to be like, oh, whatever. He never did that. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's what it is. Like, and even my dad has his political views, right? But guess what though? My dad's retired. That motherfucker, he retired. He got his. It don't matter what he say. That check in the mail. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? I still got this shit on. So yes, what I say matters, right? What I say matters. So, but overall, even if I wasn't wearing the uniform, I'm like that. I don't get involved in politics. Nobody knows who I voted for. Nobody. Like, nobody knows. Like, literally, my family has asked me, like, who you vote for. It's none of your business.
There you go. None of your business. There you go.
Like, nobody on this planet. I don't think. Actually, no. I think my dad, because me and my dad talk about everything. Me and my dad know shit about each other and nobody fucking knows. So I think I did told him. I think he told me, but that's it. And that's it. Nobody knows. Nobody else. Nobody knows who I voted for. Nobody. Sometimes I'll even lie. I'll be like, I didn't vote. I didn't vote. They be like, and then here they go. Oh, you didn't vote? Oh my god. Oh my god.
With all the stuff we done been through, yeah, you know how they always do that right there. With all the stuff we've been through, you gonna throw away the right to vote or the right to do X, Y, and Z.
So you can't even
like
win
it counts.
Because I used to use that because I figure, okay, if I say I didn't vote, then okay, they're not gonna, but then that backfired on me. Because then when I did that, they go into that.
Oh my god. Backlash for.
So you can't. So the only thing that works, and then even when I say, well, some people, when I say, well, I'm not telling anybody who I voted for. As soon as I say that, they assume, well, if they don't like Trump, then they're gonna say, oh, you probably voted for Trump. That's why. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. So, and then speaking of him, man, somebody put a video out of UFC. Now he was, I mean, obviously, as we expected, he was ringside at UFC. So with his wife. But the thing is, somebody had uploaded a video, and it was a video of him falling asleep at ringside.
That's the second time. Well, that's the second time in less than a week. You know he did that at Game 3 for the NBA Finals with James Dolan, right?
But you know what, man? He old, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
83 years old. Forgot to take his nighttime bedtime medication, and
is he really 83? He's 83 for real?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's 83.
Man, I thought he was like.
He's the oldest president. He's the oldest active president this country's ever had.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, that's true. That is true. But I mean, for 83, hey, look, I can hope to be moving around like that at 83. If I'm sitting, I'm trying to be ringside at UFC at 83. Shit, falling asleep. Even if I'm falling asleep. Hey, even if I'm falling asleep, I mean, damn. I mean, shit. Hey, some fools 83, they can't even get out of bed.
Right.
Hey, well, there we go. We can't take for granted what we've been given. That's the bottom line on that.
The fact that I was able to get dressed and make it to the ringside of UFC, by the way, with like my 20, 30-year-old wife or whoever, right? I mean, right then, I'm going to take it. I'm falling asleep, I'll take it. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take it. But then it's funny because another video, like you said, the NBA Finals too, he fell asleep. But the thing is, he be falling asleep everywhere. He fall asleep at the freaking White House meeting. Because the dude, they was arguing about that. Because the guy was like, so you got the president falling asleep during the important, conversations. And the guy tried to say, well, he ain't falling asleep. He never fell asleep. And then he said, oh, yeah. And he said, I got a video right here. And he pulled the video up. And he was like, look, there he is, sitting right next to you, falling asleep.
We get him. He can't do nothing.
But it was so funny because that guy was standing on business, man. He was gonna lie the whole time. He was like, nah, you making that up. He don't fall asleep. What you mean? He's right here. He put him up on the screen, bro.
Lord have mercy. Me?
Bro, it's funny. What's going on over there? Julian over there turning the lights out and shit. What's going on?
Okay.
Hey man, what's going? Hey man, I can't deal with Julian, bro. What just happened over there? You all right, man? Lights went out.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'm about to say, he about to go to bed out there at AZ, ain't he? Damn, it's only 10:30, man.
Yeah.
Come on, after this, I'm about to hop on the game, man. I'm gonna finish watching. I'm gonna finish watching Raw. I'm hopping on the game. Shout out to my boys out there right now. Also playing 2K. 2K26. Shout out. I know a lot of y'all. Shout out to my faction players. Season 3 just came out, so we on top of that thing. So all my gamers out there, y'all I'm talking about. But yeah, it was a hell of a show, man. And then shout out to that boy Sean O'Malley, and then Josh Hokett taking out Derek Lewis, but that ain't even the main story about that. Josh Hokett after the fight decides that he's gonna hop on the post fight interview, and that fool came out and said, "Yeah, Michelle Obama is a man." I was like, what?
See, why you gotta come out to Michelle Obama? What she doing to you? What's that, see?
I was like, no, this man did.
See?
And look, the security dude that escorts everybody out, he looked at him and he said, he pointed, he said, it's time to go.
Yeah, if every stage left, I would too.
It was time that he hit him with that. It's time to get your ass to the back.
I'm surprised Dana White didn't say nothing, but he almost won.
That's what I'm saying. How ironic is it that you've had Barack Obama pull up at a UFC event and Michelle?
Wait, they was there?
I mean, they showed up. Yeah, people don't know this, but they showed up to stuff over the years. Whether it's been an NBA Finals, whether it's been the World Series,
but did they come to this? They came to this.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But I'm just saying. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised that they wouldn't come to something like that. I think they did it with some other UFC events, not particularly this one, but I think they shown up with other stuff with that. Maybe.
Oh, I was about to say, dang, bro, ain't no way he did that and they was out there in the crowd, man. But hey, man, and see, look, obviously now I'll speak on that. Obviously that whole joke or whatever you want to look at, a comment came off the idea that some people think that Michelle Obama is a man. Obviously, I don't think she's a man. I know she's not a man, but that's my opinion on it. I mean, obviously, but people gonna hate me for this, whatever. I thought that shit was funny. You know what I mean?
It was.
I thought that shit was funny, bro. And but of course, you had the black community that came out, and I can say this as a black podcaster for all y'all listening who can't tell what color I am. I promise you, I'm black. But that's not watching. So I say this as a black man.
Okay.
I didn't take it like, oh man, he's disrespecting the black community and all this. Like, y'all take everything and run with it when everything. And I'm not saying that you can't address certain things, but everything is not to be always taken over the top. Like, it ain't like he got on the mic and said something about my mama or something or me or whatever. Like, now, do I think what he said was like childish? Yes. Do I think that he should have did it? No. But that shit happened and it was funny. And really, it wasn't even what he said that was funny. It was the fact that he did it. It was kind of like everybody's reaction. Because the crowd was like hella awkward, like they was trying to like.
It got the reaction it was supposed to.
Yeah, like they didn't know what to do.
Like, what did you just do?
Yeah, that's what. But
funny
about it is the fact that nobody knew how to react. Like some people were like whatever, like this awkward. No. You know what I'm saying? Then that security dude. When they showed,
I can take some
fell off my couch because that fool was talking about get your ass to the back. He was doing like this and shit, like putting, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, get your ass up out of here. Like, so I know it was a conversation in the back.
I'll have to YouTube it, but I'll have to the full comment of Barack Obama being mentioned in the UFC post presser. I'm going to look this up.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah,
he said,
the
man. That's what he said.
Damn.
That's what he said.
That was hilarious.
Right.
Wow.
You know, and again, some people are going to take it out of context. Oh, well, how I had somebody comment on one of my posts. I made a video about it, and he was like, "Oh, well, I don't know, as a black man, how you can support that." Like, first of all, man, I be getting tired of that just in general. Like, first of all, nobody ever said I supported anything. I'm just making content for that's my job, like to do. Like when there is something that's going viral, it is my job to react and to post because right now I'm just taking advantage of the fact that hey, this happened and it's trending, and I need to get on top of it so I can get like more views, you know what I mean, more followers, whatever. So that's the name of the social media game, you know, the influencer game, like or whatever. So that's it. Like there's no again, same thing with the social media stuff. There's no personal feelings in it. I'm just taking advantage of the moment. I'm not saying that I support it, don't support it, none of that shit. You get on here, oh man, as a black man. First of all, bro, I get tired of black people who think just because we share the same skin color, you ain't talked to me for 2 seconds, you don't know me, and because you see that we share the same skin color, you assume that we got the same views. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. They coming up.
So
Hey,
of course, everybody's gonna do that. Everybody's gonna do that, bro.
What the fuck you do?
But everybody's gonna do that, bro. Simply because it's like, dang, if one person misspeaks about a black person, that's somebody saying they feel that way about everybody. So everybody should quote unquote rise up and say something back about another.
This
of course not. I'm just saying. I know that's how some think. That's exactly how some think.
Right, and I'm like, bro, like you don't even know my opinion. You're assuming because we got the same skin color that I'm going to agree with you. You don't know where I stand. Like you ain't even asked me. You just came out of nowhere. Well, as black people, we got. First of all, bro, who is we? Who is this we? Is the we in the room with us? That's what I want to know. Like because where did you come from? Number one. Number two, who is this we? I don't even know you. You just some random ass dude in my comments. Like it's crazy, bro.
I mean, that's just like okay, I'll ask you. That's just like if somebody said why you got somebody like me on a podcast, and I am physically what I am, and I can't do a whole lot. I'm sure a lot of people will come for that like, no, we ain't speaking about the entire community of unique circumstances, physical and mental or whatever. But you coming after me because I'm on your podcast. Like, oh, get somebody else. Yeah, I'll come for it if you want to now, but, you know.
Right. Exactly. So it's funny, man, how they think, bro. But, yeah, anyway, overall, it was a great event. First of all, it was an excellent event, and it was an historic event. I don't care what nobody say. They can get mad all they want. And honestly, if people are honest with themselves, right, because you got some people that make they whole identity about politics. But if they honest and like my boy Booker T be saying, if you put on the black mask and interrogate yourself, you'll be honest about it. And if this was like, let's say this was Barack Obama, because that seems to be everybody's favorite anyway, right? So let's use Barack Obama, right? If Barack Obama was still in office and he allowed this and he put this UFC thing on the White House lawn, and if he had like let's say he had a bunch of black fighters booked on there, they would have been like, man, this is historic. We got black people in the Oval Office. Oh, we got this. We got that. Man, you would have had.
Hey, we got the look. We got the who? We got. I told you.
I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm not lying. Nobody would have been like, oh, I can't believe they put it. Nah, you know damn well you would have had people. I'm talking about spending their whole life savings to go to this thing. You know what I'm saying? And would have been, people would have been, come on, man. You would have had every black celebrity. You would have had everybody ringside. Jay-Z and Beyonce at ringside. You would have had, you know what I'm saying? You would have even had
ringside. Shit.
And really, it wouldn't even had to been black fighters. Just if you even had the same people, the same card, it would still been the same thing. Oh, you would have had the black. Come on, bro. They would have been supporting it. They'd have been like, yeah. But they would have had some black fighters on there still, probably. But they did have Derek Lewis on there or whatever. And the UFC not about color anyway. They always have everybody.
It's about skill.
Right. It's about skill. It's about whoever's qualified to be on the card. But the point is, regardless, I guarantee you would have had black celebrities coming escorting the fighters out with the military guys. You would have had, man. Let me tell you something. They would have taken this over like, oh man, we got the UFC. They would have been glorifying it, but because people don't like Trump, now it's a problem. Oh, well, come on, man, come on.
Well, he did do something. He is getting things. He is getting something done like that because he still wants. There's one goal he still wants, but he's never gonna get it.
We're talking about.
So the reason he's doing all this is because he wanted to own an NFL team once the NFL put his United Football League out of business.
Oh, and he still could get that done though after he leave the office though.
No, the thing is, the league has voted no multiple times, and there's one team he wants to buy, and they don't want him. They don't want him to own it. The Buffalo Bills.
I mean, well, you can go get somebody else. I mean, never say never, man. Never say never. I mean, right now, I don't think it's going to be feasible, obviously. But I feel like after he leaves the office, anything can happen.
Maybe. He's even wanting the Washington Commanders to revert their team name back to the Washington Redskins.
I mean, I never had an issue. I think the new name sounds ridiculous. I'm not a Redskins fan, so I don't care. Obviously, I'm a Patriots fan, so whatever. But I mean, I guess it's more of like, not that the name sounds bad. It's just that, growing up being a football fan, everybody knows the Redskins. Like, it's one of those things. That's kind of like just in your mind, like it's the Redskins, right? So it just sounds weird not being the Redskins. So I never, but obviously, we know that the issue was not with the black community; it was with another community. But even those people, I never heard anybody really, or maybe I'm not aware of it. I never knew of anyone complaining about it before.
Well, okay, I'll bring that. I'll bring that to light. Think about it like this: bro. We got the Florida State Seminoles in college. We got the Chicago Blackhawks in NHL, and we got the Atlanta Braves here in Atlanta. And we've never been asked to change our names for the Native American people that felt offended that we were using their names. Oh yeah, the Cleveland Guardians changed their name from the Cleveland Indians. So I mean, you got some people who feel offended, and those two of the Commanders and the Guardians are the only two that have changed their name. So it's the Native American people that felt offended in a way about teams being named after their way of life.
That's fair. But I mean, I knew about it after the fact, but I was like, okay, I guess in my mind, I was like, it's been like this for years though, or maybe they've been trying to get
it has.
Right. So, but whatever. Again, I don't care either. I mean, I'm a Patriots fan, so whatever. But yeah, never say never, man. Never say never. Money moves. Money and influence moves a lot of things. But I mean, obviously, it would be after he's out of the White House, obviously. But never say never, man. So we'll see.
Yeah,
but
anything can happen.
I'm gonna shut it down. I know. Thank you guys for hopping on and listening. This concludes the pod here tonight. Make sure if you guys just jumped in with us for our part 2, our UFC Freedom 250 edition, make sure you jump back over to part 1 and check us out as well. We got both parts posted here on YouTube Live and of course on Spotify or wherever you may get your podcast. As usual, make sure you always show love, like and subscribe. Give your boy a follow over there on IG. That's at The Trail Pina. Hit up your boy. Shout out with your boy. Check out that video that I was talking to y'all about. I got a couple of new content coming up. Actually, I got new content dropping like here in the next hour, actually. I don't never stop, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got new content dropping here for you guys, and I'll have this episode here posted for you guys shortly. Thank you guys so much. If y'all don't hear from me again, we'll definitely see you guys here and sometime in July once I return from school and working out of the state. But stay tapped in with us, stay locked in for more coming. When we do come back, it will be the official Trail Count Podcast season premiere. So I'm shooting to have that season premiere at the Rodeo Pro Wrestling event. We're going to see how that pans out, though. Things always change. But when I do come back, I promise I'm going to give y'all better content because I do believe in putting out a better product that I could put out before every time. That's just how I always challenge myself. And I want to give you guys the best, all of my supporters out there. So, yeah, shout out to you guys out there. Make sure y'all stay safe. And again, hey, make sure, again, one last time, if you did not watch UFC Freedom 250, you can catch that on the Paramount app. Make sure y'all go check that out, or at least watch the highlights, man. Check it out. Shop with your boy. Also, don't forget to hop over there on Netflix and check out Raw from tonight. That was a pretty good show. Like I'm going to go do. I'm going to watch the rest of that show as well. And, hey, man. Hey, y'all boys, Derek and Julian, thank you for jumping on with me. We're going to try to keep y'all boys around. You're going to get your asses fired next time if you don't show up. I'm just playing black.
I ain't getting life in my boy. We told you that.
I ain't going to get rid of my guys. Maybe add some people, but I ain't going to get rid of my team, man. You guys are awesome. The fans are awesome. The few fans that we do have, you guys are awesome. Trying to get the community to grow. So thank you guys once again. Have a blessed night, a safe night. And until next time, we are up out of here, man. Good night and goodbye.
Peace.